Good morning, everybody. Excuse my mess. I have Christmas Central going on. My tree behind me looks like an upside down train wreck, but it is Black Friday week in our company, so it's insanely crazy. I'm going to move this up a little bit, see if I can. Let me see, guys. Is that a little better? Can you guys see me good? Oh my goodness, I got a Jesus head behind me in the chair. That's probably totally freaking you guys out. And a cat. Well, today's a little different. I have to go live early because it's going to be insanely busy here in about 1 hour. We are dropping the live link for all of our customers in the company, and that is going to be starting here in just a little bit. 30,000 emails going out. It's going to be insane. And we're giving away a ton of free stuff today. You can get a free bottle. We have 40 golden tickets, free bottle with a tuned top. And also a lot of people are going to be getting the free straw. Thousands of those are going out. We have 3,000 roller balls with our, this is a long time staple. It's in every purse, pocket, door, everywhere in our family. And it's amazing. And then in addition to that, a lot of people are going to be getting $100 in free Rise. So the $100 free Rise is if you purchase one of the packs. We also have a way today that you can become an affiliate for free, costs you nothing. And you can have a year membership to have your own affiliate link. So let's say somebody does want to buy something from you so they can feel good, because when they feel good, they do good. What happens is you get $20 every time someone buys that. It's a 20% on the real dollar. So it's a crazy day. And I thought, I'm going to go live early. I'm going to get this one out of the way. I know some of you are like, why is she doing this at 8:20, not 9? Because I am on a dead run today and we're making no excuses. So this morning I woke up and I was listening to my own stuff, right? I was texting my family and sending videos and YouTubes. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to lay it all out. Like, I could be so sad today. 2 years ago when Dave's mom passed away at midnight on the 15th, early morning of the 16th, it was the week of Thanksgiving. And I almost wore her sweater today. A minute ago, I went in my closet, was FaceTiming with my grandkids, and I was like, I think I'm going to wear Nana's red sweater. And everybody's like, do it. That would be amazing. And then I'm like, I just can't do it, right? I could easily go sit in a corner and cry. I miss her so bad, right? Like her cream corn, her deviled eggs. We would be planning what everyone's bringing to Thanksgiving. We would all be together, right? All the kids. Sometimes in life, things are going to be hard. And what we have to realize is we can either go have a poor little old me pity party, or we can snap out of it. And please don't be mad at me. I know it's hard for a lot of people. I know that grief is real. I know that holidays suck. I know that, it's not all fun and games and Santa Claus is coming to town. Like, that is the reality. I think holidays amplify the feelings that we all have, but I cannot make excuses because I have people depending on me. I have grandkids looking at me. I have children saying, that is my mom. She is the rock. I have business associates that are like, what are we doing today? Like, whether I feel like getting up and going or not, I've got to get up. And I don't know how to help you with this, but today's the day. And if you're stuck, you might try and fail and fail and fail and fail, and then you're going to win. That's life. You're going to fail and fail and fail and fail, and then you're going to win. And that's life. And then you're going to fail some more and fail some more and fail some more. And even when you're not winning, you're going to get better. If you want freedom in your life, don't look at me and say, oh my God, I hate her. She got a lake house. She lives on 22 acres. She drives an Escalade. No, I work my ass off, right? The difference in me and the hater that is jealous is discipline and doing it when I didn't feel like doing it. It's being selfless and putting other people and their needs and my commitments to them in front of my emotions of just wanting to go be in the fetal position and cry. Even if you don't win, You're going to have another challenge. When you get the next challenge, you're going to be more prepared. You're going to be more conditioned. You're going to be stronger. You're going to be wiser. You've learned the lesson. You've developed the muscle through the suck, right? So there's going to be good days and there's going to be bad days. Last Friday was a really good day. One of the best days I've had in so long. Saturday came along. I felt all of this anxiety and I felt these feelings of like PTSD and worry. And Sunday came along and it was almost like postpartum depression for everyone, right? Like you can't wait for the baby to come. Then the baby comes. Then you're like, oh, this is a lot, right? We all have those chapters, guys. Yesterday, I talked to 3 people, 3 different individuals, one that's older than me, one that is young, like my kids' age, and one that is a coworker. And people that literally say, I think I might be depressed. Like, I think I might be depressed. So let's talk about that because holidays bring the blues, right? It's either going to be the blues or it's going to be the bliss. And the blues are real. It gets darker earlier. Last night, I called my mom. I said, let's go to dinner because my mom's a single woman. It gets dark at freaking 5:30. It's the holidays. She's alone. I'm like, let's go eat. Let's go eat a burger. My mom loves a beer with tomato juice in it. So I'll be like, you can get your beer with tomato juice in it, right? So me and Brooklyn and my mom went to dinner and I felt so good because I knew even if maybe my mom was like going home, it's the holidays. She likes to work. She likes to be busy, but she's just home by herself. Sometimes you can feel overwhelmed. I was like, let's go. Let's go. See, you've got to get in motion. Now, embrace the emotions that you feel. You can't shove them down, but don't let the emotions embrace you. Write that down. Embrace the emotions you feel, but do not let the emotions embrace you. You're either going to be in a problem right now, either in one, you just left a problem, or one's coming. Problems are life. Like we call them opportunities in our house. We never say there's a problem. We say we have an opportunity. And every day that you wake up, what you have to think, somebody didn't. Somebody didn't wake up today. Last year, it was very sad. We were like, dang, it's been a year since Nana's gone. And we were in a deep struggle. We were in a deep, deep struggle. And I didn't have my kids together on Christmas. And guess what? Not going to have them together this Thanksgiving either. There are a lot of moving parts in life, but I can't base my expectations on what my life would look like on my happiness. So here's what you got to think. Your expectations created the disappointments that you're feeling. Your problems that you have right now happened because you made certain decisions. I made certain decisions. I either woke up every morning and I worked out and I ate good and I moved my body, or I got unhealthy. I either woke up every day and I disciplined myself and I took care of time management and I did my taxes and I paid my bills and I saved the money, or I didn't discipline myself. I didn't save the money. I didn't pay my taxes and maybe I have debt, right? I don't, but there have been times in my life where I'm like, why didn't I save part of that? Or I'm like, why did I help so-and-so with money I didn't even have? So you've got to get direction about where you're at right now. If you're stuck in the forest and you don't move, just start walking. You're either going to starve to death or get eaten, right? So how many of you are feeling stuck right now? I just want you to drop in the comments. Either you're smooth sailing or you're stuck. There's no in between. But what you've got to think is get some direction, get moving. You've got a team depending on you. You've got employees depending on you. You've got kids depending on you. Maybe it's your own parents that you're a caregiver for depending on you. That was Dave and I. Like, we couldn't just be like, damn, this is hard. I think we're going to lay down and cry. Like, we have kids that are struggling. We have a mother-in-law that's sick. Like, we have a business that was flailing at the time. It was a complete disaster. And sometimes the problem seems like it's bigger than you, but it's not, because you have greatness inside of you. There has to be hard work. There's no way out of this without hard work. And if you're not working hard and you're not having direction and moving, That's part of it. I had to say, these problems are because of me. Yes, the enemy plays a part in that, but if God allowed it, if he's for me, who be against me? Like, I had to get moving. And so I'm going to tell you right now, some of you are going to hate me. Some of you are going to leave the broadcast. Stop making freaking excuses. You got to get moving. Success isn't going to attack any of you. A new year is coming. You're either going to be the same as you were last year or better. A new month is coming. A new season is coming. And so what I had to say, every problem I had was because of me. And that was hard. Can't let your ego get in the way. Your ego's going to reject that. And we don't want to have any responsibility of what problem we're in, but we need to, because the minute we take responsibility, we can move away from that negative energy. Forgive yourself, forgive other people. Doesn't matter what the balance is in your checkbook. We're going to make moves. So the more discipline you have, the more freedom you're going to have. You want freedom? You better get disciplined. No excuses. I'm reading the book right now. It's actually under my laptop, or I would show it to you. Brian Tracy, No Excuses. Great read. Everybody should read it. But the lack of exercise and eating healthy creates disease. The lack of hard work and creating simple disciplines every day creates failure in whatever adventure that you're doing. If you don't manage your time, you're not going to have any free time. Some of you scroll, you have meaningless conversations, non-income producing activities, like, you know what they are. I'm not going to tell you. Everybody's always like, Barb, why are you so hard on me? I love this hobby. I love that. I do too. But if I don't have money to pay my bills, I ain't going on a Netflix binge. If my debts aren't all paid off, I'm not going on a road trip, right? Like, sometimes you have to create simple disciplines in your life, knowing that down the road, you're going to have the freedom. So if you're in the woods, like I said, and you don't have any direction, and you're stuck, and you're depressed, and you're scared, and you're sad, I'm going to give you some perspective. Just do something. Start walking. Start a business. Get yourself a $49 affiliate link and let me help you make money today. Like, you can make money or you can make excuses, but someone's opinion of you probably has you stuck. So I don't know you, but here's what I do know. I don't know most of you, but there is greatness inside of every single one of us. And that greatness inside of us happens because we dig deep and we say, this sucks, this hurts, I'm sad, I'm mad, I'm broke, I'm depressed, I'm heartbroken, I'm lonely, I'm angry, I am so resentful, like I feel so guilty, like all these things, low vibrations, low, 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 low. None of that is serving you. You've got to say, I love you, I forgive you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, let's move forward. That, it's a Hawaiian, I can't say the word, Okapono something, but I have done it a million times. I love you, I'm sorry, thank you, please forgive me. When you say that to someone else and to yourself, it gives you the freedom that you're going to be able to move forward. And there's never a shortage of opportunity. It's everywhere. It's your thinking of scarcity that makes it so. So some things are taught, some things are caught, some things are learned, some things have to be unlearned. I mean, greatness, if we really think about it, is something that we're born with. It's a God-given talent. It's a God-given gift. It's in here, inside of each and every one of us. But we judge a person not by what they've accomplished, but what they've been through. Most people don't. But when I look at someone and I say, where are they at right now? I will promise you, Brooklyn Pitcock at 31 years of age has more lessons, wisdom, strength, spiritual growth, faith, experience than a lot of people that are 75. Because they've never taken a risk. They've never gotten out of the box. They've never followed their dreams. They've never made a mistake. They've never been transparent. They've never practiced authenticity. They're living in a box and they're chained. They're literally like in shackles of what someone said, someone thought, someone believed, what someone did to them, what their label is. Break free, guys. Break free. I love what Les Brown says. He says, there are a lot of people struggling. But when you fall, when you know you're falling, just try to land on your back. Because if you can look up, you can get up. And do you know what else Les Brown says? He says, for every person out there who is a hater, who told you it's not going to work, it's not going to work, you're not going to make it. He was labeled learning disability. He was called a word that I wouldn't even say. He was the dumb twin, right? He was abandoned on a warehouse floor by a dumpster. And he was taken in by a lady who raised him. And when I hear his story, his TV show was the fastest canceled TV show. He was too positive. He had so many things against him. How many of you don't even know who Les Brown is? He wrote the foreword to my book, No Guts, No Story. If you don't have it, Black Friday is going to be crazy. So drop in the comment Black Friday. If you want Black Friday book special, I'll get it for you as soon as it goes live. And also, we're doing the productivity planner, which I follow every single day. It's how I keep my life on track. But my job as a leader, my job as your mentor is to help you understand. If you have a problem, don't dwell. If you are in the problem right now, you won't see the solutions when you're in the problem. You've got to not react. Most people react. They're so immature in learning this lesson to not react, not freak out, not go do crazy shit just because something's happening right now. Like, I'm sorry I said a cuss word, but it's time to carry on and say, I'm going to be in control of my life. I'm going to step out of the problem. I'm going to look at the problem. I'm not going to react. I'm going to focus on the solution to the problem. And I'm going to say, I mean, yes, you have to have emotions. If you don't have any emotions, you're just a sociopath or something like that. Like, we all have emotions. But I have to be balanced. I have to say that is happening because that person is getting their needs met. That is happening because that person is hurting, so they hurt other people. That is happening because that person is experiencing this. And you got to play the understanding game. Dave always talks about the guy on the bus with the kids that are jumping in the seat behind him, and one put a sucker in Dave's hair, and one was kicking the back of the seat, and the other one was crying, and nobody could rest, and it was a long train ride. And everybody was like, that guy needs to take care of his kids. They're brats. They're screaming. They won't sit down. He's a terrible dad. And then when they got off the plane, off the train, off the bus, whatever it was, they saw them loading the remains of his wife, and they realized that this guy was traveling home with a loved one that he lost, and he was depressed and he was sad and he couldn't take care of his kids. And the perception of the loser dad changed. The guy that's driving 120 miles an hour down the highway and you're like wanting to call him in, he's crazy, he's drunk, he's nuts, he's a dangerous driver. He has a child that's choking in the car and he has to get them to ER. You feel different, right? The person that's in your family that's struggling with addiction, depression, bipolar, whatever, you want them to just snap out of it, get their life together. Maybe they don't want to be that. Maybe they don't want to be an addict. Maybe they don't want to be the alcoholic. Maybe they're just trying to survive and you have no idea the battle they're fighting. Here's the lesson that I'm going to tell you. You have an audience of one, and he is up there. Nobody gives two craps how many likes you have. Nobody gives two craps how many followers you have. At the end of this lifetime, it's not about your likes. It's not about your followers. It's not about all the people that are thinking that you're famous and your G-Wagon and your mansion. And guess what, guys? I could buy 2 G-Wagons and pay cash for them. Instead, I bought an ugly house on the nicest street and rented it for $500 a night. Ego versus bank account. I'm not going to show you my fancy car. I'm going to stack racks so I can create a nonprofit and make impact. You want a fancy car? Go get it. You want all the name brand stuff? Go get it. You want to go spend all of your money and impress other people who don't care just because you don't like them and you want them to know that you're keeping up with the Joneses? Stay broke, stay stressed, stay miserable, stay stuck, stay still. You know, there's a lot of still people that are still complaining. They're still depressed. They're still struggling. They're still broke. They're still blaming everybody else, and they're not going to move forward. Here's what I have to do as a leader. I have to let them stay perplexed, let them stay stuck, let them stay broke, let them stay in the gossip, let them stay hateful, let them stay mad until they decide enough is enough. And you know what? I have to be a balanced leader to where I say, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go. I have to be the mentor that says, I'm not going to sit in your pity party and feel sorry for you. And it's hard for me because I'm an empath. I want to fix everybody, right? But for my team, for the people that are following me, for my kids, for my family, for anybody that watches No Guts, No Story, my job as a leader is to take anything that someone is in and help them see it's not that extreme. If you can look up, you can get up. And I'm not going to sit here and keep complaining and keep crying and keep blaming. I'm going to say, let's make a move. So I wrote a couple things down for you guys today. See if I can find my notes. What's stopping you? Are you tired? You don't have any money? You don't have any time? You don't have any family? You don't have any love? You're lonely? Excuses sound the best to the person that's making the excuse. To me, it sounds like an excuse. So don't be jealous of other people. Don't be resentful of other people. Don't blame other people. I want you to hold your hand up and say, I'm the problem. And today, I'm going to work harder on me than I work on my business. I'm going to work harder on me than I work on anyone else. Everything begins with a challenge. Everything good begins with a challenge. And there's never going to be a time without challenges, right? So what we have to say is if you want something, you got to go get it. It's going to take discipline. It's going to take admitting that you are part of the problem. And you got to get off your pity party and quit telling everyone about it. Quit telling everyone how sad you are, how mad you are, how broke you are, how unfair it is. You just got to stop. I'm reading a great book right now. I have all of my stuff here piled on my books, but this is a great book. The Tongue, The Power of the Tongue, a creative force that helps you to speak into existence. Every thought is a prayer. Every prayer is answered. If you want money, quit talking about how broke you are, because God will bless you 10 times for anything that's ever been taken from you. All you have to do is speak it, believe it, pray it, act as if, get off your little pity party. And you guys, let's go, go, go. I have a picture hanging here in my office of Dave and his mom. Every Thanksgiving, we owned the largest Christmas store in Kansas. And every Thanksgiving, we opened that Christmas store. It was the love of my life. It was the best years of my life. This is us. This would have been us this week, decorating at the Christmas store. You see my ring light bouncing off of it here, but that was us. That was us. You know what we were doing? We were decorating trees. We were getting ready for everyone to come to the Christmas store. We were laughing. We were smiling. Dave was complaining. He was probably moving flocked trees with white all over his black shirt. See that smile? She was the one that would greet everybody to Christmas Wonderland. I decorated all 50 trees. Somebody was driving the electric train. Somebody was cooking up the cocoa in the sweet shop. We had live reindeer. 8 or 10 years. Best memories ever. I would do anything to have that day back. And you know what, guys? If you woke up today, you got to realize a lot of people didn't. There's a lot of families today that are planning a funeral. We literally had a freaking funeral the day before Thanksgiving. Died on the 16th, buried on the 23rd. It sucked. I don't like Thanksgiving. It's not my favorite holiday. Not really looking forward to it. I love being around my mom. Miss my grandkids. We all have retail stores, 6 retail stores. They're all headed to Callie's headed to Tulsa. They got the ones in Arizona. Black Friday and retail is Black Friday, right? You're not going to close your store on Black Friday. I'm sure I'll see them at Christmas. But here's the reality. For some of you that are sad and mad and depressed because it's a holiday, or because of where your money's at the end of the year, or because of where your debts are, or because of dumb decisions that you made about jobs or people or relationships or whatever, Relationships are either going to be good or bad. Money decisions are either going to be good or bad. Ideas are going to come that are really, really good. Some you're going to have are really, really bad. One thing that I learned from this lady, she was happy every single day, just annoyingly happy. Even after she had her head on collision and one of her legs didn't work and she was blind in one eye and couldn't see out of the other, she still thought she needed a car to drive. She'd be pushing her walker. She'd be out here working at our warehouse. She would be making all of her food, telling Dave, help me get all this loaded in the car. I never once ever heard her complain, ever. Yet I'm surrounded by people that have the world by the tail, and all they freaking do is complain. They're the Monday of people. You know, those people, you're looking at them like, you are the Monday of humans. Like, just everything is always bad, always gossiping, always mad, always sad. Wouldn't matter. This week, we had our doctor launched an EMF protector to help people from all the bad EMF. Sold 3,000 of them in a matter of hours. People were like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Can you believe they're all gone? They all sold out. We had some people saying, that was the most amazing training ever. I'm protecting myself. I'm buying them for all my grandkids. I'm putting them on all the iPads. I'm putting them on the phones. That was awesome. I can't wait to get mine. It's going to help all of us to have more energy and less EMF poison. And there were other people that were like, yeah, he didn't really go into the science. I didn't really like his presentation. Like, I thought we were going to learn about the 7 layers of minerals. And you know what, guys? It's a personality. In my brain, I'm like, what's wrong with your head? And in the person's brain that is very analytical, they're like, I waited all week to hear the doctor so I could take 9 pages of notes and get smarter. What we have to do, and me especially in my job, I have to be so balanced with my emotions to not react, to not just want to, like, you ever just wanted to clobber one of your children? We call it clobber in Kansas. My mom would be like, I'm going to clobber you. My industry, my business is like herding 45 cats, trying to get them all to get into a car or something. I have to have people skills. I have to have compassion. I have to play the understanding game. I have to set the bar high, and I have to allow people to be how they are. My biggest pet peeve, because I don't have any of this, is laziness. I don't even know how that gets in a person's soul, but so many people have it. It's like a disease, right? And the only thing I see with it is it costs them money, it costs them time, it costs them opportunity, it costs them freedom, it costs them their mental health, it costs them everything. But I can't inject ambition in people. All I can do is be the best version of me. So I'm going to tell you guys what I would tell my own children. Move. Make a move. Do something today. Get up. Go on a walk. Clean one closet. Make one phone call. Join a business. Get in a community. Ask for help. Reach out. If you are so stuck you don't even know what to do, say, Barb, I'm so stuck I don't even know what to do. Please help. Send up a flare, right? Like, I need help. Yesterday, a very close friend called one of my family members and literally did not even want to live anymore. Do you guys know that's a real thing? Like, people feel that every single day. That is called depression. That is called mental illness. That is called trauma. Nobody's saying that that's not real. I have loved ones that struggle with that. We have to have compassion. We have to want to help that person. But you can't crawl in the casket with them and close the lid. You've got to say, if you can look up, you can get up. Let's go. And I'm going to end with a little note that was in Dave's mom's window. I keep it right here every single day. It's dirty. It's stained. It's sun faded. But no matter what's happened to you that has you feeling the way that you're feeling right now, if you remember the 4 agreements, and they're hard, you can change the way you think. So let's put down on paper what would have to happen for you to have absolute peace in your life. What would that be? I want you to write that down. And then I want you to say to yourself, 2025 is going to be my best year ever. I might be stuck, but I'm getting out of this situation. And then think of the situation that you're in and say, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best. I want you to look at all the people around you that you might be blaming or thinking they think things of you or say things of you or label you. I want you to say, I'm not going to make any assumptions. I'm not making any assumptions. And I want you to also think of the things that have happened to you or been done to you or been said about you or been not fair in your life, your family, your business, your downline, your upline, your sideline, your neighbor, your spouse, your kids. Don't take anything personally. It's not about you. It never was about you. It's them. It's not you. And lastly, decide what you're going to do and be impeccable with your word. If you say you're going to do something, let's freaking do it. Why would you just keep waiting? Why would you just stay stuck? Why would you not make a decision, make a move, and go? So the 4 agreements written on this paper, you can screenshot this if you want. I love reading her writing. Isn't it funny that a little card that was in a window would be like the most valuable thing you want out of the house, and a picture? Like, go get all your material things, guys. Give me the journal. Give me the handwritten note. I wrote 30 cards yesterday to new visionaries in our company, handwritten, a little sloppy, a little busy, but I was like, I cherish things like this. Be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions, and always do your best. Guys, we're either going to make excuses, or we're going to go make some money. We're either going to make excuses, or we're going to go make some impact. I don't know what you're going through in your life, but I know I've been through a lot. This year, a lot. I woke up and did this 100 days straight when I wanted to cry, when my daughter was in jail, when she overdosed, when I didn't know if anybody was going to buy a product, when I was burying Dave's mom, when I had influenza A, shingles all over my body, pneumonia. Guess what, guys? I had to get up because I had 2 choices: get up or die. And I didn't really want to die. You know what's worse than someone dying? People walking around in this world and all their dreams are gone. They have 0 ambition. They know their potential, but they don't act on it. Brian Tracy said it's like taking 2 thumbs, putting them on your jugular, do this, and push on it. Cutting your air off. That's what you feel like when you know your potential and you're making excuses that are costing you days that are numbered. Your days are numbered. You woke up today, but you might not wake up tomorrow. You're here today, but you might not be here tomorrow. Same way with everybody you love. And I have learned that lesson in my life to the point that I'm like, send the text, do the thing, take the picture. You know why I'm extra? Because I'm not going to have any regrets. And I'm a lot for a lot of people. So today might not have been your favorite episode, but guess what? It'd be easier if I didn't care. I just let you stay stuck, broke, sad, depressed, poor, pathetic, penniless like I was in 1996. Or I could get in your face and say, you have greatness inside of you. Stop making freaking excuses and let's freaking go. Let's go. Make money, change the world, make impact, witness all of the miracles that the Lord is doing every single day that people are missing. I saw them happen this week. Amazing miracles happen all around me. Yet I got someone complaining about some stupid law that's happening or some, oh my God, I don't even know. I listen to people. Listening to people complain for me is like the person that's dying of cancer listening to someone whining about a sniffle. It's like, you have no idea what you sound like right now. You have no idea. Stop making excuses. Let's go, go, go. It's going to be an amazing week. No matter how broken your heart is, no matter how sad you are during the holidays, no matter how overwhelmed you get, try to be grateful for something. And there were times a year ago where it was so hard for me to have gratefulness in my heart. It's why I started this journal. You got to get this journal when it goes on sale this week. It will, you should buy it for everybody you love, because every night at the end of the night, you have to literally answer, how did I grow today? What was great about today that I accomplished? Things I need to do tomorrow. What's one thing I accomplished today? Things I could delegate if I'm overwhelmed. Who could help me? People I am waiting on to move forward. What project am I starting right now? That'll get you undepressed. Who can I follow up with? What do I need to do today? What are my top 3 goals? But every morning and every night, what am I grateful for? I see David Pitcock on here, and I know one day I was so low. I said to Dave, well, you know what I'm grateful for? Nobody died today. And Dave said, stop freaking saying that. Stop saying that. Someone did die. And I said, not today. I mean, literally, like, if I could only think of one thing to be thankful for, he would get so angry with me. But it was hard, guys. Life is hard. It's not going to be easy. But guess what? You can keep going. You can keep going. Like I said earlier, if you're stuck in the middle of the forest and you feel lost, just start walking. Just do one thing. Put one foot in front of the other and never give up. I love you guys. I know you have greatness inside of you. If you're not sure of what you can do, drop in the comments and say, I need help. Message me. I might not get back to you today, but I will. And I promise you, with all the Black Friday specials that we are going to be dropping, there's something that can help you. Something that can help you with your health, your sleep, your wealth, making money, a journal, a book. The Thinking Cure is dropping on Black Friday with a free 21-day coaching course that you pay $0 for, and the book is $10. Like, we have so much good coming. So stay tuned. I'm sure I'm going to be in here throughout the week, but right now I got to go. And I'll see you next Saturday on No Guts, No Sorry. Have a good day, everyone, and have a happy Thanksgiving.